when Tyson says, oh, I did not want to leave. It was lovely. Everybody was helping me. That's Abel's society. One thing I wanted to say is Mike Tyson, after he went to rehab, I think he went for coke and alcohol abuse, which makes a lot of sense with the way his personality had developed. And he said, I wish I could have stayed in rehab forever. He loved it. He did not want to leave. And you know what he's saying is, it's the Cain and Abel story. Because out in the real world, everybody wants a piece of Tyson. His money, his fame, his girls, his cars. They all want to take something for him for themselves. But in rehab, that's a Cain society. Everybody, when the people are looking for an advantage and they don't care about right or wrong and they want to get at you, that's a Cain society, like selling drugs for profit. You ruin somebody's life or you harm them with vice, but you make a little money. You see, and that's how Cain people think. There's no right or wrong, only profit. That morality does not come into the equation. If I need, like a Cain would say, oh, I don't, grandmother can't pay 50 euros rent, but she has to leave. Who cares? And take her dogs with her because she owes the money according to the contract. Whereas anybody with any heart would be against this, tossing an old lady on the street. But Cains don't think that way. They only think of themselves and the advantage that they gain, regardless of morality. No right or wrong. They're like traders. Started the world, the Great Depression. The traders in Europe were so short European debt that they wanted Europe to crash because they would make so much money, because they're in their own isolated view of self-interest. They don't care about what happens to the world. All they care about is their advantage. That's a Cain society, and that's what Mike Tyson must have been facing on a most extreme level. And probably it was creating a lot of stress, which led to alcohol and drug abuse in him. It's pretty safe. But in rehab, when Tyson says, oh, I did not want to leave. It was lovely. Everybody was helping me. That's Abel's society. That's a society where people are supportive and they want the best for you, because that's a duty to God and everybody has some divinity. And so to serve God is to help other people. That's an Abel society. That's the difference. So that's what he meant.